Hey, what's going on? Happy New Year. Welcome back to the Jump In Podcast. This is episode 20 and we're kicking off season 2, 2017, second year just doing this crap. Two of us today. And we're joined by Saunic, who is the only Laura in the world who admits that she's a cheap piece of shit. So thank you very much for joining us, Saunic.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having me.
What's going on,
Coming
Kevin?
to us from Hong Kong, right?
Yeah. So, Kevin, you are. Where are you originally from? France or Hong Kong?
Yeah, France. Yeah, I was born and raised in France. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, my family were like Chinese migrants, just like Luffy or many Asians in France actually, and they just migrated to France like after fleeing war or some stuff like that. You know, in Cambodia, Vietnam,
Shit
whatever.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe like most Asians, like in a foreign country in Europe or in America, we all share the same story anyway.
I thought,
Yeah.
I thought it could be like you went to France when you were 3 or something like that. You know.
No, that's true. That happens a lot, like to people in Canada or UK, but not me. Because I know a lot of people from Hong Kong that moved to UK or Canada like when they were 3. But I was just born and raised over there in France.
I see. All right, so you are here to let the world know how is Laura in season 2. What sets her apart from her season 1 counterpart, and what do you think about her and season 2 overall?
I have to say the biggest change for her is not like it's coming from the cast actually, like no more DPs. The fact that there's no more DPs makes her overall stronger. That's the biggest like change for her, I have to say.
You must love that.
That's yeah, I do. I do. No more. I don't have to care anymore for DPs, and she always had strong midis. So using her midis to beat like all those DPs, and it's really it's really satisfying. Yeah.
She's had a frame advantage off knockdown really subtly changed as well. So it makes there was a difference between her pressure off knockdown against characters with 3 frame buttons than 4 frame buttons, right? Before.
It's pretty much. I was using the same, but there was some that were less reliable, like just throw forward dash. It was 0 before.
Yeah.
So against 3 frame characters, it was like risky because it would trade. But against 4 frame characters, it's guaranteed. Yeah. Right. But I didn't change setups like depending on who I was facing. I just mixed up like either go in or not. That's basically what I was doing. But right now
you get more reliable pressure off of some of those situations, correct?
Yeah, in some situations, like in when I do her her follow up after elbow, like when she knocks down. They made so now I can dash in. Actually, when I dash in, I'm +1. Before I used to be 0. So now I'm +1. So now I can like beat even 3 frame characters.
Too good.
It's good, but like the counterpart is like I don't have a solid MIDI. Like I still have solid MIDI, but like it's not like ABC setups now. Like before I was just doing forward heavy punch, like first frame, and hit them like, and I was like plus a lot on hit, and just I was -2 on block. But right now, like the changes make me have to like dash all the time. Like the forward heavy punch, basically it whiffs now. Whiffs.
Okay.
If I do that, it whiffs and I'm punishable.
And of course, you got the low confirm loops into light elbow, right? So
yeah. To be honest, that's a good buff. I was expecting more, but like I think that's good. Like that, it's like not too much, not too few.
Well, it just gives a more reliable, consistent pressure rather than to have to make really really hard reads. And of course, it puts you in a situation, because we haven't mentioned this yet as well, that her command grab's now 5 frames.
Yeah.
So where she's got +2 frame advantage, she can command grab and it'll eat any.
Yeah, that's true. She can command grab anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like little changes that make her more reliable, and when she does hit you, she can keep converting into more and more guess situations.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's still hard for her to get those hits in the first place.
Well, the hard part. Yeah, the hard part is definitely getting in. Getting in is still hard with her. I expected some buff in that regards, but like actually the 2 main buffs like regarding her neutral are like her standing medium kick, which is 5 frame now. It's huge. Actually, it's huge because like not only is like faster, but also like the hit advantage is like it's ridiculous. After, to be honest, like If I do like light kick, her standing light kick, which is already one of the best light kicks in the game.
Yeah.
I'm +3, right?
Yeah. It connects into elbow at like any distance if you just buffer it too.
Yeah. I want some matches like that, like with like a random light kick and then connecting to elbow. Actually, to be honest, but no, the main buff about the medium kick is like you can use it in neutral now, and if it random hits, you can convert it now, which you couldn't before. Before you couldn't convert it, so now you can convert it either in sending light punch, or if it's in counter. If it's counter, crouching medium, which is huge.
I have a feeling we're like getting like too technical like in the beginning.
Yeah, probably. So to make it simple, you can instead of like you can mash like standing medium kick now, and like wish it can hit something, and then convert it into knockdown, basically.
Every Laura video I watch of like Laura comebacks is just them mashing knee
into
at every opportunity. Just mash knee and hope it hits something. Just kind of like Ken in season 1, where you just used to mash crouching medium punch and just hope you hit into V trigger.
The difference is like I'm minus on block though. I'm still minus on block. So I can't really mash it. I just mash it like in neutral.
Can you V trigger that every time and push her away, or can you at least block in time?
You mean like V trigger? Like if I do like standing medium to V trigger?
Yeah.
No, I'm super safe. I'm +7, I think, after. It's like something... I don't remember clearly, but it's like one of the best moves to cancel into V-trigger.
If it's raw, medium kicks, then what happens?
What do you mean by stand raw?
Like if you're just doing stand medium kick, and then you didn't buffer into V-trigger, I think you can still block, right? For sure.
Yeah, I'm -2. I'm not too bad.
That's, okay, then it's too good then. I just have to block.
Yeah. But if I V-trigger it, like it's going to be hard for you.
Okay, well, let's start it off with let's do the whole fucking clickbait shit. Tears, my friend. Laura, is she top 5 or not? Is she top 5? Click here now. What does Saunic say?
I want to say she's top 5, but I don't think so, because first, I don't think she has that many good matchups. Like, I can't quote like more than 5 characters that's better than her actually in neutral. Like in general,
go for
it. Like 5 characters like she can lose to. Guile for first, I think.
Okay.
I would say
side switch doesn't matter against Guile.
Sorry.
Side switch reset doesn't matter against Guile for a start.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's quite strong, and obviously he's got really, really good neutral.
Yeah, it was her worst matchup actually in season 1, in my opinion. And he got better, and even if I did got better, I don't have any new tools against him, basically.
Okay, so Guile,
you've got EX being in projectile invulnerable from frame 1, so that's
that's a good buff. That's a really good buff. But to make the most out of it, I need to be in V trigger because it doesn't go far enough to be useful.
Oh really?
Yeah, because if I'm in V trigger, like the EX command grab goes like more than half screen. It doesn't like when I'm not in V trigger. So I was saying
when you're looking at tiers, like characters can get a lot better, but you have to think about are there 5 characters that are better than my character? You know, you have to think about that. It's really easy to just say everyone that got buffed is top 5. You know, there's like 12 characters that are top 5 at the moment in the game. So.
I think in that way, like Street Fighter 5 is like, I mean, no one's really complaining about like the game's not balanced correctly. I think a lot of people can have different top 5 lists, which is like which is kind of cool, and it also shows like their play style too. Like even if Laura's not top 5, like I can still see her winning a bunch of tournaments. If I can see that for a lot of characters, I think
I don't see her like top 5, but I think most like Laura hater is going to like what I'm going to say. But I think she's like top 1 in like the burst character, like stupid burst characters in the game, like Ken in season 1, I think, because you can kill anyone in just 1 hit or 1 reset actually. And it didn't.
So it's not really like matchup specific. It's just like whether you're able to run your mix-ups or not. And that's not really character specific, is it, with Laura? Because, you know, it's all guesses and your tools, and the matchup doesn't really make a huge amount of difference in those guesses. Especially now.
That's the point. Yeah. That's not like Street Fighter 4, where sometimes you can have your combo missing or some stuff like basic stuff not working. No, she can do anything. Like all the stuff she can do, like she can do on anyone. So yeah, she can win any round, like out of a random, like I don't know, random heavy kick or random medium kick. You can win a round. Yeah, definitely.
Or jump light kick even is really good for her. I don't, you know, I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people complaining about Laura's neutral, but this game it's so hard to reliably keep people out from jumping that her jump light kicks got pretty good hitbox. And yeah, she gets one jump in, like you said, man. She gets a hit into a knockdown, then it's time to guess.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Guile. Who else? Guile and?
Guile, Karin, Chun-Li.
Really?
Chun-Li? Maybe Cammy.
Okay.
And Urien. At least those 5 characters, I think she still
Urien's the new hotness, man.
Yeah.
Urien is the new hotness.
Yeah. Actually, I think like in season 1, our Urien wasn't that easy for Laura already. I think it was like a slight advantage for him.
Really?
But now, like, he's got even more, like, you can be even more creative, right, with him. I don't even know all his, like, changes, but from what I saw, he's like, you can press any buttons and block, right?
He's more plus. He's plus on, like, almost all his moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that kind of promotes players to kind of go
just
wild.
win, right?
Like, everyone can play their own way, you know. You can do a lot of crouching medium kicks, or you can charge a lot of your heavy attacks and stuff like that. So it just depends on what you're baiting, aka yourself. Yeah,
definitely.
So I think a lot of the stuff that I see people do with Urien is season 1 stuff as well. Like, they're not. A lot of the stuff I'm seeing people get hit by is not new to season 2. So I think what Urien's benefited from is just more people exploring the character. You know, because obviously in season 1 we only really had a handful of people trying him out seriously. But the more you have highly skilled players trying characters out, the more you're going to discover about that character's strength. And I think Urien was pretty good anyway. He had good neutral tools. His buttons are great in neutral.
His neutral is much better now. His neutral is the thing that changed the most. Setups, I think. I thought
it was good anyway, to be honest with you.
It's just that his anti-air got better, especially crouching fierce.
I think even that input change was really, really good. And it's not like a buff or anything, but you change his
heavy kick, right?
That's that back heavy kick, because he can walk back an anti-air now.
Yeah, that was stupid before. That was really stupid before.
Exactly. So it just helps him be more reliable, because that standing heavy kick is a really reliable anti-air. It's really good for dealing with cross-ups, because he has to worry about cross-ups a lot because he's a tall character. He gets hit by all kinds of shit. But that hard kick, if your reactions are on point, it's incredibly reliable. And he's got forward medium punch, which is great for far-range jump-ins. That will never lose to far-range jump-ins.
Yeah. So I saw it was winning against like cross-up medium kick from Ryu, right?
I saw that.
Tweet. Yeah, that tweet was so funny. His forward medium punch, wins against like jump medium kick cross-up. Yeah.
The thing with Urien is that I can't put my stock into him at the moment. I can see Guile being one of the top 3 characters or whatever, but Urien at the moment, he's still
just too new.
Yeah, he's too new. I mean, the stuff that I guess is Namotech, the stuff where he always puts you in the corner no matter where Urien starts his combo. That is awesome. That's pretty good. It works on every single character. I like the double layer mix up where, like, even if he goes to one side and you guess correctly, he'll go for an overhead or a crouching attack. I think that's super safe and it's really, really good. And it works on every character, obviously. So that kind of stuff is really cheap. But at the same time, I think 2-bar V-trigger characters right now they're just easier to be top tier. Urien, he's going to always be missing a 3-frame attack. I do see that his footsie's got better, but they're still not like dominating by any means. Like, he has to land his Aegis, basically. Yeah. But Guile, I see it. Cammy, I definitely see it. She's easy as fuck. she's easy, and she didn't really change that much either, and she does good damage.
No, she got buffed actually. She got buffed.
Yeah, but she's at the same time she's a really simple character. So I mean, she could be easy for a lot of people to take on, you know. Well, how about you, Logan? What are your top 5? Let's fulfill that quota right now.
Are we talking about? See, I think in Street Fighter 5 you have like characters that are going to be really, really, really strong later on as people really optimize the playstyle with them. Like, I think if you play perfectly with Akuma, he's godlike, but it's really, really difficult to play perfectly in this game because it's a reaction-based game, right? Street Fighter 5 is a reaction-based game. And it's really difficult to have that concentration on those reactions all the time and never get hit or play perfectly in neutral. And of course, he hasn't got the tools to do that sort of runaway Street Fighter 4 jump back fireball game, unless he's in V-Trigger. So he has to kind of engage.
Like V-Trigger cancel stuff is going to be like the new stuff.
I mean, it's like a cool gimmick. Like, if they block it, you've basically wasted a lot of your resources as well. You don't have to worry about Demon because they've used an EX bar. You don't have to worry about like big confirms into Super doing 50%. He still does like 40% off a standard B&B confirm with V-Trigger. His damage output's disgusting, but if you block it, it's kind of like a weaker version of Aegis, wherein like you're basically just going for a mix-up, and if it works, you win a round. If it doesn't work, then you're kind of screwed. And at least Urien can do it twice. So kind of, but I think when you see players sort of really filter down the risk reward of Akuma, he's definitely going to be up there. But his skill level is really, really high. Whereas like someone like Cammy, for example, it's really straightforward with her. She obviously takes big risk in that she's got low stun and health, but what you're actually doing with her, she's got great buttons. Akuma's got like kind of stubbier buttons and slower long range buttons. Cammy's really, really good on the ground. She's got great frame advantage. She's pretty straightforward. I think Nikali's still really good as well, to be honest with you. Like he's lost like the Phenom tech of just putting you in a wake up jab or wake up DP mix up. But other than that, I think he's still really, really good. Everyone seems enamored with Guile, which is interesting because all of the things you kind of say about Urien, that you know, he hasn't got wake up, he hasn't got a free framer. Like Guile doesn't have any of those either. He's got decent V reversal, to be fair, but so does Urien.
The 2-bar V-Trigger thing kind of sets him apart in that regard. But
the 2-bar is like a lot. Yeah, it's a huge change.
I mean, people adapted. The loop thing about he can't do like, you know, loop combos. That's definitely not true. I mean, we see that every day on Twitter.
Well,
he still does a lot of damage.
Yeah, what he can't do is the loop combos that go on forever and will give him like critical art off of like starting with 1 bar, because the loop combos are a lot shorter now. But he still does a ton of damage. And
you can get 2 per round now. That's ridiculous, actually.
And the other character that I really, really enjoy is Boxer.
Yeah,
I really enjoy Boxer.
Yeah, he seems good. Yeah. I can't say I know what's different about him though. That's the thing, because
you got the DP now.
So Boxer has he's got the big change in the upper is a DP motion now, so he can really capitalize a lot on.
I totally didn't know that. It's an uppercut motion.
Yeah. So he can just confirm really easily into more damage. Wow. The target combo, the crouch medium kick target combo,
it's a low now.
It's a low from the start, not low from the second hit. And that like opened up loads of people anyway in season 1.
That was probably a mistake on their part. You know, in all honesty, that doesn't make any sense.
Of course, he doesn't have to worry again. He doesn't have to worry as much about DPs. So like he's just freely pressuring you, and you know how good the pressure is for Boxer once he's in V-Trigger, because you're going to the corner of anything any toucher going to the corner, and then you have to deal with high-low. And he's got something that I've really seen used a lot, and it's in. I don't know if you've seen that short video of like Iwate and another player.
Nemo, right? Nemo?
Is it Nemo? Okay, yeah, Urien versus Boxer, and like it's like really explosive damage back and forth.
Yeah.
But Boxer does a ton of damage, puts you in the corner, and then he does V-skill overhead and cancels into V-trigger. That's a true 50-50. Like, you can't really do anything there. He can go high-low. He can do instant overhead, and that will hit you. You can't crouch the overhead because of his frame advantage off of the V-trigger cancel. So you get short or instant overhead for the stun. He actually goes for the throw in that instance. So that's like a three-way mix-up. So he can put you in really, really difficult situations, which is it's cool for the game. Like I like characters like Urien and Boxer that are going to do
right?
cool.
It's different.
Yeah, even Guile. Like when I saw the loot combos with Guile, I was like, yeah, this looks sick. Like this is hype. Like I'm excited for this. You know what I mean? Like they're those sort of hey moments that we kind of miss a little bit. You know.
Hey Logan, since you're the top tier commentator now, I want you to. It's your responsibility to bring it back. Okay. If you have the house mic, just let everyone. Hey, you guys saw the co-op cup? You know, let's bring it back. Let's make it happen, guys. Yeah, we trust Logan. Let's do it, guys. You know, something like that.
I think like when we commentate, when me and F1 commentate, it's all about making things sound and look exciting. So yeah, man, I like stuff like that. I like explosive damage and all that stuff, but just in like a clever way, not like in a 50-50 side switch, get up with my command grab way. Fuck you, Laura.
I mean, like, today is the 8th, right? Well, the 8th in Japan.
Yep.
So, I mean, the Co-op Cup just ended.
Literally just finished, and Alex closed it out.
Alex,
Bizarro day.
Yeah, I mean, we saw 2 days basically of crowd participation that was just wild. It brought nostalgia back to me, at least, because I mean those are my days. And then I was thinking about Street Fighter 5, and like, man, there's obviously the genuine like screams, like, oh, that's so crazy or whatever, but there isn't the culture of like chanting along with combos or just for cheering. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, but people have been watching those combos for like 15 years, so like it'll
of course,
me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when. Yeah, but like, you need memes to come along, so they'll present themselves, I'm sure, as combos become standardized and what have you, and everyone knows what's happening. It's like pantomime or Rocky Horror Picture Show, where everyone knows, oh, this is the part where I sing along here, and this is what I say. So
I mean, just have the Rufus raise the roof thing, and I mean, is there anything for Street Fighter 5? Like, what is there?
Yeah, Karin's laugh.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, that kind of died down though near the end of season 1.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
People got embarrassed. These girls are looking at me.
I still see it in stream chat and hear it at events. So
yeah.
I don't know. Like people are excited in general. I find by. I think it's like certain characters as well, because there's some characters in Street Fighter 5 that can play a very reserved, controlling game. I think Chun's like really reserved in controlling, and she's not like super hyped to watch, I guess. Whereas like someone like Urien, like you saw RB at Red Bull Battlegrounds, that was mad hype whenever he landed any Aegis combo. And I just think that's good for the game. Like, we need more characters like that. He's
for sure using Urien too, don't you think? Like, do you know anything, Kevin?
Sorry?
About RB? Is he using Urien?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to keep on Urien, yeah.
I never run into him like during rank match or anything like that. I know you can't control your region or anything, but like, I don't run into any players from Taiwan. I run into a bunch from China though, pretending like
we do also the same. Yeah, although they have bad connection over there. Yeah, even we do run a lot on them.
Yeah. Okay, well.
But
all right. So Logan says, well, I don't know if that was an official statement from you, but you said like Boxer. Who else did you say?
I don't know if they're like top. I just think they're exciting and they've got better. I like that the same 5 that you see from everyone is like Urien, Boxer, Laura, Guile, and Cammy. I guess it's like the same 5 from everybody. But I still think Cammy's just as good as she was. if not better. I think Karen is still as good as she was.
Maybe it's just me. Like I'm sleeping on her or something. Like I don't give her that much respect. It's weird. I never did.
She's good. She's good. She's really good. Like I can't get in when I'm playing Laura. She just spams sending medium kick.
Yeah,
Like,
she can play really safely.
Yeah. She probably is one of the only characters that can like make you respect neutral actually with guide, I think. Because other characters can just go wide, right? But like she can just like play you really safely and very conservatively. If you play any other characters, you have to go wide at some point. But like she can just play like just really really campy and punishing every approaching attempt. Not every character can do that.
Oh. True.
And she's got really easy ways of covering both your wake ups, which is very strong. I think everyone's talking about set play as well in Street Fighter V in Season 2 because there's access to.
That's another reason why I think Urien has the potential to be top 5 because the reset that he has that ends in a forward medium punch. I mean that's like the end all be all of what people want.
That's what we were when when me and Joe were looking at Urien when he was sort of like not actually available. Everything we were trying to work out was like forward medium punch reset, air reset into Aegis mix-ups, but they changed it in the final build where you had to be in V skill. Sorry, you had to have the V skill version of the headbutt to get far enough to get the medium punch to air reset and what have you. But yeah, I think any situation where you can control exactly when and where the character is going to get up is good in this game because you've got everyone can do burst damage pretty much apart from Fang, but everyone can pretty much do burst damage in this game. So if you can control exactly what's going to happen, then you can run your set play and capitalize on those openings.
Cheap shit.
And yeah, I think Urien's really good at that. I think Laura's really good at that. I think Mika's still good at it as well. I think Mika is. I mean, we saw Du went to the Chinese. Is it U League?
Yeah, he went to U League in Shanghai.
Yeah, and he still was punching guys up with Season 2 Mika. You just have to be a bit more conservative in the neutral. But once she gets you in the corner, it's still exactly the same bullshit as it was. It's just harder for her to get you in the corner. She can't just randomly clap until it hits. She still basically gets a hard knockdown off of Irish Whip because it's a throw. So yeah, she can still fuck you up. She gets you in the corner. You just have to be a bit more patient about getting you there. So yeah, look, Mika's still going to be a problem for a lot of people.
Oh, I know this. There was a little session that I set up.
I really like the changes they've done to Dictator. I think they're really cool.
I would agree.
It's fun. I like those the combos. The stuff ending with the pimp slap at the end. I just think that looks cool. Having a 3-frame normal. I know he doesn't get a lot off of it, but it just helps.
Yeah, it helps defensively. Yeah, when I play against Dictator now, I just wake up jab. Wake up kick. Wake up kick.
Yeah,
that's so strong.
If you cancel to something, you're making a commitment that isn't that rewarding anyway. But I mean, regardless, you have the defensive option now, so that's all Bison.
Well, anything that returns you to neutral with Bison is a good situation, So if you can just get you off of him and get a little bit of space, then you can get back to playing again. Because Bison, and especially the Grey Life, we haven't really spoken about the Grey Life, but I think Bison really benefits from that because he can just keep pressing buttons on you indefinitely. It's really hard to stop Bison from pressing buttons. It's kind of a risk as well to stop Bison from pressing buttons because obviously it's spacing dependent what options you have. But if you become predictable in what you're going to do, it's kind of easy to capitalize on that as a Bison player as well. I mean, we were going through scenarios where I could deal with your a lot of your pressure when we were playing sessions last week, Kim, weren't we? And it's like, oh yeah, well I can press this button and it will stop you. But like, if I press this button, it was really easy for you to just go, okay, I'll just delay and whiff punish it. So
I mean, and to bring it back to why Saunic is here, there's a lot of stuff like that exists with Laura too. There's a lot of okay. So like your fireball is what
Minus. Is minus on
it's
block.
minus, but then you want to throw it early so that you can have follow-ups, right? And so since even if I know that you want to do that, and you know that I know that you want to do that, you can stop me. Okay. I think it's like, I don't know. Let's just say like crushing medium kick into jab fireball, right? So then if I were to block that jab fireball, then I'd be in your world, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that though, because if I do like let's say your situation, right? Crouching medium to jab fireball, because the fireball is really slow. My goal here would be like to prevent you from walking back, and then I can grab you. So you being blocking that move already is like you're already in my world, yeah. But the most powerful feature of her fireball is like her EX fireball. Her EX fireball is plus on block, and it can lead to huge damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if I had to use fireball, like the normal fireball, it would be to catch people who are button happy, basically. Yeah. Like if I do, let's say, standing medium punch, and then I always see you want to press a button
in between.
Yeah. Although I'm plus, then if I have throw a fireball, you get hit by the fireball.
Yeah.
And once I got your respect, like once you're not blocking anymore, like you're not pressing any button anymore, that's when I can do like, let's say, staying medium punch, then dash in like V-skill, and then grab you. Actually, the fireball like is more useful into like for the V-skill mix-up. Actually, it's like to prevent you from pressing any button.
Yeah.
There was a scenario that I was practicing against, because I saw a lot of, I don't know if they were beginning lures or beginner lures, but they would love to do crouching medium kick jab fireball, and since it stays out there, it's not a true combo, right? But then if I were to block it, then you'd be at advantage. So then I would interrupt her in between. There's a lot of moves that you can use. You can use like medium kick or light attacks or anything like that. But if you know that I'm going to press anything in between, then you have your stand short buffer that you can just stick out to and buffer, and then it's totally safe because I'm not going to whiff punish your light kick.
Yeah.
And I thought that was
a lot of people try and interrupt the EX fireball as well, because there's a big gap when she cancels into EX fireball. So you can definitely press buttons in between that cancel, but but if you're doing it preemptively, then again it's a thing where she can punish you quite badly when she knows you're going to try and do that. Because obviously blocking EX fireball is not a good position for anyone to be in. I'd recommend V-reversaling that every time if you can do.
I mean, if you think very cut and dry, like I don't know if that's really, I don't know if I'm describing how I play, but then it's a bit frustrating knowing that like, okay, this doesn't lead to this, it can lead to even worse if like if I played you in tournament and it was the first game and you saw me do that, then I think I would be able to kind of control the situation more. But then if we were playing a first to 10, like around the third game or so, it would be like all over the place. Like I wouldn't be able to figure out what you were going to do and stuff like that. Like those kind of matches are,
Saunic, what did you think of the stuff that Javits put out, and then obviously they made a video out of it? Did you have a watch of that? How useful?
Which one? How to defend Laura?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't watched it, but I read his notes though.
Okay, what is it? Well, it's basically his notes, but in video form. What did you feel about those notes? How realistic and practical did you think they were?
I think they're really like they're definitely practical. Wait, sorry.
Where can we find this, by the way?
On Twitter. I think he posted it on Twitter.
Okay. There's a video on PvP as well.
Yeah, I think his notes were pretty legit. I think.
Okay, stop getting bodied with this anti-Laura SF5 guide. Okay. By Chris Bond. Shout out to that guy.
And let me have a look first on his how to defend Laura, I think. But I know a bit of like Laura players got upset about it.
Why? Because he's giving away all the secrets and shit?
Basically what it is it tells you all the situations where it's not a true 50-50 and what your safest answers are for a lot of the options. So a lot of times Laura will put herself at +1, which is not a true 50-50 for command grab, which is great, thank God. And obviously, because she's mainly going to be using either 3 frames or 4 frames, you can kind of mitigate damage, and where you don't, basically situations where you don't have to worry about command grab, where it's optimal to jump tech OS, where it's good to throw in a neutral jump here and there, where you can backdash safely and they have to make a hard read to catch you for it. Because obviously if you don't know what your situation is, what your frames are, and this was really important from Season 1. We've been banging on about this from Season 1. It's really important to know what your opponent's options are and what their frame advantage is in their knockdown situations, because then you can more intelligently make a decision to mitigate the risk that you're going to put yourself in. So if you're at -1 and you know she's going to go for crouch and light kick, you can backdash that and you're not going to get counter hit grounded. You'll get air reset, or you can safely jump tech OS because the command grab is not going to grab you out of your pre-jump frames. So it kind of goes through those situations and lets you know what your options are at least, and then you can make intelligent decisions based on what they're doing.
Is it pretty easy to understand? Because I see that there's a video here too.
Actually,
the video.
The thing is, even if he does tell the truth about almost everything, when you're in match and everything goes so fast, I think you can't think you can't think straight for sure.
Yeah.
Because like
Exactly.
I don't know.
I mean, that's why it's not
he's talking. He's talking about like usual like situations, like usual setups. But I don't know. Let's say instead of crouching like punch, I go for crouching like kick. I don't know. Then your mind would be messed up. I mean, I've played against that Taiwanese Laura from Taiwan, and actually he doesn't play like me at all. And even though like I knew everything he was doing was pretty unsafe, actually, like many people were saying like his neutral wasn't that good or he's doing like things that make no sense, right? But I hardly lose against Laura because when they play pretty logical, I know what they're thinking, right? But this guy was doing so many unsafe things that I couldn't react to anything he was doing basically, and I lost quite badly against him. So
that's why this game's a game of reaction. It's really important to identify quickly what situation you're in, remember what your options are, and then execute all in a split second. And that's with 6.5 frames of input delay. So it's not the easiest thing in the world, and we can't expect people to be perfect at it, especially not after a year. You know, obviously we've just watched Co-op Cup, and these guys have been playing for like 15 plus years now. So
because like even even if you rewatch like my game against Yukadon when I won him in Southeast Asia Major, like every time I did damage was when I did unsafe things that where he could press any button. He could even Mike Ross, who was commentating, he said he could have pressed buttons so many times. It's just like he was just scared of like me beating other options like beforehand. And then
I mean that's the thing. Once you condition people to know that okay, I'm going to go I'm going to go for this option. Once I know that I've conditioned you not to press a button in this situation because you keep getting counter hit by my lights, that's when I can start going for stuff that shouldn't work, but it does, you know. And that's kind of like
that's the thing that's going to stay hard with Laura, I think, in a way, because like now she got overhead and other options, but going for unsafe things in tournament, like when you're going to make that decision, it's still going to
it's way better in tournament. It's way better in tournament to do it.
But it's going to be hard for you to make the decision of going for something unsafe, right?
I mean, if you're playing like that, then you're going to blow someone up in a set. But throughout a long tournament, it's very difficult to win consistently if you're choosing unsafe options. And that's why I feel like the buff for her, where she can confirm off the low short jab into the shoulder, is really good because it allows her to make safe pressure, and it can be really frustrating. I've seen loads of videos of people just consistently eating short jab shoulder, like 3 in a row, because they're trying to be active, they're trying to backdash, they're trying to jump, they're trying to press buttons. All 3 of those options are going to get beaten because she's +2 and she's got a 4-frame crouch and light kick that she can confirm into another situation where she's +2. So you have to respect that, and once you start respecting that, that's when she can start doing stuff that maybe she shouldn't be able to do. And I think when characters have those options that are like safe and reliable and not risky at all, that's when you can start sprinkling in those risky options, and it will really blow people up. and that's what Laura's so good at doing.
But the main buff about like the crouching light kick is also because that's the only one she can chain into another one safely, let's say. Because if you do standing light punch, you could already like prevent someone from jumping or backdashing with standing light punch, but the reach wasn't that good. And same for saying light kick. Usually it was hard to connect the second one, but now you can do like the crouching light kick. Like besides the fact that that's low, besides the fact that that's low, you can easily change it to crouching light punch. You will almost never whiff actually. So that's the biggest change for that one.
Hey, if
it allows you to get your stuff going.
Sorry, but if Laura regular throws you, is that it? Like, is there... No?
No, you haven't seen my video where I do 100% like damage out of reset.
No, I put that video on the last podcast actually. no, but I mean, other than you doing a normal attack, because you're obviously not in throw range, right? So like, if I were to, smart block and then get out of the situation, like I'm good, right? Or is there something else that I'm not aware of?
Because I can do like the safest mix-up I have is like forward heavy punch. That leaves me +5 now. That's a buff actually. Leaves me +5 on hit, and +5 on hit, and +7 on counter hit.
And that beats all wake up 3-frame moves.
Anything. Yeah, if you try to jump, backdash, anything, it will catch you.
And what's that on block now? Is that +1?
I'm -1. I'm -1.
-1. Okay, cool.
So it's against 4 framers, I'm not afraid of anything.
But the thing is, that's the thing, Kim. If she keeps pinning you down with that, then she can go for EX command grab.
Yeah,
like if you're
EX command grab.
Yeah,
it's meaty.
And EX command grab is still really good afterwards, right?
It's better. It's better than before.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the thing. Like she's got reliable options. It's basically identifying when you made the right guess and then reacting with the most safe way of getting out of the crap. Because even if she is -1, like you're like, okay, cool, I've reacted to this. I can press a button, whatever, blah 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 blah. But I've seen incidences where she's been -1 and people are still getting command grab because they're sort of scared stiff not to move and not to do anything. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's the two most logical and safest options she has. But if I just dash, I don't think you can always react to it. Like if I just dash and then command grab you, I'm not sure you can react to it.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Or let's say if I dash and then walk back to shimmy you, I don't think you can react to it. So that's not it. Definitely if I forward throw you. But the forward heavy punch is really good. Like the forward heavy punch is really good. The only thing is like it's not that hard to react to. Like you can see Laura like moving the animation is quite big and slow, so I think you can react to it.
Okay, well this is my question for you. So I think we can all agree that Laura is pretty good. In your opinion, is she a complete character? Are you happy with this character, this version? And is there something that you want more, or do you think that with the tools given to you in season 2, you can actually take her to the top now? What do you think?
I'm not sure actually, to be honest. Like all the changes she got, like these are things I didn't expect, or even like I didn't expect those changes for her.
It's like a nice Christmas present, right?
Yeah, a bit. Like the biggest change that I said earlier is the fact that no one has DP anymore. That's the biggest change for her. Like now because now all of her resets now they're all safe. Like I mean I can just do my thing. It's impossible to tell if I'm going to be front or behind after EX fireball, for example. If I do EX fireball, then heavy punch, then I do VSQ, then it's up to me if I want to be behind or in front of you. And even if you have a DP, I don't really care because like my next move is going to be a midi. So, but characters she loses the most before, like Guy, for example, I don't think she's going to win. Like, I don't think she's going to be much better on that kind of matchup. Like especially Guy, Laura, and Guy, Karin, and Chun-Li. I think those three I think I see hard in this version.
Well, Guile and Chun-Li and Urien, in fact, as well, are both characters that don't really care what side you're on when you do side switch. That's quite strong, and that's not changed. They're both characters that have got really good fundamentals in terms of neutral, which is the best way of dealing with Laura. I think if you can keep her out for as long as possible, that's the best way. And then obviously identifying what her mix-ups and stuff are when she's in, so that you're not getting, put into the vortex. But not getting hit in the first place is obviously the most favourable position to be in against Laura, and those three characters are very good in neutral against her as well.
Definitely, yeah. So I was losing with Laura before, not because I was not because my mix-up didn't work out. It's just because I couldn't get in, basically. When I was in Japan, like in Tokyo Game Show, I just lost to Guile because I couldn't get in. But I was close. I think I could have played better, but like overall, I think that's really a hard matchup for me. So I think some characters that have still have good neutral, I think it's going to stay hard for her. But the good thing is it's going to be kind of hyper, if you can say that. Like if I win with her, because one reset is enough for me to win.
Yeah.
I was speaking to one of our players, Pax, who obviously has a lot of experience playing against Laura because he's been traveling around Europe for the whole of season 1.
He plays a lot with also, right?
Huh?
He plays with Afi a lot, right?
Yeah, of course. And then obviously on the tournament circuit, he's been playing against guys like Tupac and Mr. Crimson, and a couple of other guys as well. And he was like, there was a meme going around, and it was like Laura versus fundamentals, and she was just doing weird stuff. But fundamentals are actually what beat Laura. That's how you beat Laura. Just play solid footsies. Don't leave buttons out there to get whiff punished. Make sure you're anti-airing. Control the space. React to her dashes. React to her jumps. And she's kind of she hasn't really got anything.
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah.
Defensively, she's also kind of
Pringle
below average, maybe even.
Yeah,
she's got 3-frame button.
Yeah, she got a 3-frame though, but she's not that good. Yeah.
Hey, her uppercut isn't as good as people are saying. I do understand that it
definitely is as good.
It is, but it's hard. It's hard to do.
The angle though. That's the thing.
No, it's a really good angle actually. You can't cross up me if I do that.
Really?
But, yeah. If you,
I used to find that so frustrating.
We're talking about DP. We're talking about Stand Fierce. What are we talking about? Which move?
Oh, sorry, no, the anti-air one, the elbow, the anti-air elbow. Okay. Is it heavy?
Yeah, heavy one. Yeah, heavy one.
Yeah, the heavy, whatever it's called, thunderclap, or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, I used to jump in with Ken and try and do cross-up tatsu or jump fierce in front, and it hit everything. It's an anti-air.
The bad thing is you need to do it quite early. You need to do it quite early, and the input is not very intuitive because it's a quarter forward circle, so it's not that easy.
The fireball input, right?
Yeah, fireball input. Yeah. So usually I use standing medium.
That's what you meant. You meant medium punch, right? The actual standing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it was meant to be anti-air actually, but I use that a lot. When I talk to other Lauras, they're all like, "Yeah, why are you using that move?" And I'm like, "I'd rather anti-air than doing nothing, right?"
Sure. So the good anti-air that you're talking about is the uppercut, right?
Yeah,
the heavy uppercut.
Because I get hit by normals sometimes, and then I'm put in a shitty situation. The DP. Sorry.
Yeah, the DP, right? You're talking about the DP, right?
I'm talking about this.
Yeah, this is This is not that good. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Is it a Bison only thing then? That on cross-ups?
Probably, yeah. Bison's against Laura is pretty hard actually for Bison, so so I'm not
That was horrible season 1. I don't know what it's like now, but season 1 that was probably one of Bison's worst matchups, I think.
I think so. I don't have enough experience, I can't say shit. Doesn't seem fun.
But her standing medium punch is not that good against anti-air. I mean, as an anti-air, it's not that good. It's decent, but it's not that good at all. And I thought they were going to buff it, but they didn't buff it at all. I think they even changed it to be easier to whiff punish. But no, as an anti-air, it hasn't improved a lot at all. I mean, it hasn't improved at all.
Do you think Laura's going to be a character that you are going to win the next CPT with, or do you think that you definitely need to use another secondary character now? Since it seems that matchups didn't really change.
I think she's still good. I think you can I always like believed she could always win, like even in CPT, that's not a problem because like every character has so much best damage. I think she could already win, like in even the first season.
In a 2 out of 3 for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think in a 2 out of 3,
yeah,
definitely she could win already. But I'm not sure we're going to see more Laura winning because other characters got so much buff, like, or I don't know. I can see much more potential like in other characters than Laura at the moment. But Laura is one of the easiest characters to pick up, I think, to be honest. So maybe some people will have a pocket Laura, but like I don't see anyone like winning more because she got buffed.
Sure.
In a tournament meta where you're going to see lots of Urien and Guile and Chun-Li, do you feel like realistically she can win tournaments? Because you're going to be seeing a lot of those characters.
Yeah, but like I said, I think the best damage will change everything. I think so. I don't know. I feel like it's easier to like get it like before. Like let's say even if you manage to land an overhead, you couldn't do anything with it right before unless it was midi or counter hit.
Yeah.
And now you can convert it, like you can convert it basically. So it change like you have more options even like when something hits your opponent.
Yeah.
V trigger only, right?
Yeah, but even on non V trigger.
On the reset when she's got the meaty. Yeah.
But even when on V trigger you're +2, so now you can press button.
Yeah. Used to be 0. So.
Yeah, it used to be 0, which was stupid to be fair.
Cheap.
But yeah, I think she can still win tournaments. Like even Chun-Li or whatever, or Urien or Guide, like it's just like going to be hard. I think because she can do burst damage, right? So
yeah.
So there's no reason she can't win. I mean, not in my opinion.
I mean, so then you're just gonna use Laura from now on, then, or what? Have you thought about any other characters?
Yeah,
Ibuki? Got an Ibuki?
I was consider.
Yeah, you're an Ibuki main.
I'm starting to consider Ibuki, to be honest, because I played Xian earlier this week. He was in Hong Kong. He just came Hong Kong for a couple of days, and yeah, Ibuki looks sick. Actually, she really looks sick, like more solid. I didn't want to play her because she was more like she was garbage basically, and she needed meter to make like huge damage. But now she looks more solid now. You have to respect her. Like that's how I feel it.
I think she's solid on the ground, and she can actually convert into not like massive damage, but respectable damage. Before she had to use EX bar just to get the same damage as everyone else got off their normal B&B, which was ridiculous.
Now she can do just extending heavy kick, just spamming crush counters, and then dash staying medium, and then DP does like 300 something, no meter. So you have to respect. Yeah.
She's good.
But if I should stick with Laura, I think. Maybe I still have a pocket Ken and Cammy, but they're not like competitive at all. I think they're decent for casuals, but like after the casuals, I don't trust them. And maybe Boxer. I like Boxer also.
Boxer's mad fun, man. Definitely like Boxer.
But I think if I like,
who's gonna beat Guile and Urien in this game?
Sorry?
Who's going to beat Guile and Urien in this game? That's the real question you should ask yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So none of my characters look really good against them. Maybe Cammy. But I was thinking maybe Jury is not too bad against Guile, I think.
Jury?
I don't think she's that strong in that version because like she has like 3 meter V-trigger and she still does less damage than Guile, who is only 2. And but she has a lot of like anti-fireball tools. Like there's her VC is faster. Her EX what was it already? Like the pin wheel. I think it goes through fireballs and quite fast. So maybe a pocket Jury for a guy. Then Urien, I don't really know.
And you have an uppercut with her too. So
yeah.
I think Mika will still give those 2 characters trouble as well. Personally.
Urien and Guile, you mean Mika?
Yeah, I think so. Still, they're patient.
I'm really eager to see like I want more. Do you remember like I don't want to say back in the day, but there was more like exhibition matches. Like what was the term that people used for them? Come on, guys, help me out here. There's a term for this. Whatever. Okay, so exhibition matches between who really wins the matchup or whatever.
Concept.
There we go. Concept matches. Yeah. I want to see more of those moving forward in season 2. Because I mean, I think even in season 1, there's a lot of matchups that people just speculated over, and we never really settled the score and shit like that.
I think so. I mean, it's really down to like experience, right? What you either personally have experienced or what you see in your local area. It's like no one in North America had any idea that Laura was any good, because their only experience was Wolfcrone rage quitting online against everybody. So you don't really know. You don't really know if Laura's good, because like you're seeing this guy win Laura, but it's not legit. Whereas like in Europe, there was a bunch of Lauras, and we all knew what she was capable of.
There's only one Laura I could think of from America other than Wolfcrone. Who am I thinking of?
Idol.
I'm thinking of Futile from Wednesday Night Fights.
I thought it was playing Birdie.
In season 2, he also used. In season 1, he also used Laura too. I think.
So you've got Idom next level battle circuit.
Yeah, I was thinking of Idom.
Yeah. So he's really good as well, and he was doing well towards the end of season 1. Anyway, like he was winning weeklies repeatedly with Laura in season 1. So now it's basically him and Smug trading wins week on week at next level.
I think he's the dude that still uses Laura now in season 2. Because I think at next level, there's a dude using Laura that's been getting pretty good results recently.
Yeah, that's Idom. Yeah,
same guy. Okay.
Yeah, that's Idom. Yeah.
He's good. Does he use Birdie too, or am I crazy? Does he have a secondary?
Not sure.
No. Okay. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. More concept matches, some first to tens and stuff, and some of the best players in the world.
You know where we should see these concept matches? On a platform called
stream?
On a platform called Winner Stays On. Every Tuesday, in Japan at least, at 5 a.m. in the morning.
That'd be Wednesday morning then. We've actually also just brought back a weekly. We're starting a weekly again. So if you're in London and you're watching this, we have a weekly that's beginning January the 21st.
I'll be there.
At a new venue called Belong, which is part of Game. You all know Game. It's the big video game retail chain in the UK.
It's called Game? Straight up Game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Game, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's on Wardour Street in like the West End, just off of Oxford Circus. Starts on January the 21st from 3 p.m. I'll be giving you more information on my Winner Stays On Twitter account. So, yeah, it's there somewhere. I'll be underneath my picture.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, starting on January the 21st, so you've got lots of time to get ready. And it's a Saturday as well, so if you want to come down from outside of London, you're more than welcome to. We're going to finish off at around about 7 o'clock in the evening, so you've got loads of time to get home on the last train or do whatever you want to do.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll see you there.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. That's nice.
You can even come from France and still get the Eurostar back. It'd be great. So,
yeah, but I'm not in France anymore.
I meant anyone who's in France. Anybody. France, Belgium, wherever you are. Come over. It'll be great fun. Saturday. It's in the heart of the West End of London, so there's loads of stuff to do.
Will you ever be going back to France or anything?
I'm not planning to so far. I'm good, I'm good as an expat so far.
What made you move to Hong Kong in the first place?
I just got a job. I really wanted to move abroad, and I just got a job, like opportunity to come here. So I just took it, basically.
Okay. What is it that you do?
I'm a financial controller.
Ah.
Yeah. No, not DJ.
You make loads of money.
Much more than I can in France. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Do you miss your community
So
back home?
I'm still in touch with them. I don't know. It seems like it changed a lot though. So I'm not going to.
From originally?
Sorry, I'm from Paris. I'm from Paris. Okay. But yeah, it seems it changed quite a bit. But then the people I meet here are nice as well. Are great people. So I don't know if I can say I'm missing them. Like obviously I'm missing my friends and like people I know over there. Mm-hmm. But like the community has changed since. Like I mean people with who I hang before, they're not playing anymore. Like Van Master, or yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm still in touch with them, but it seems like the community as a whole has changed a lot in France.
Did you move there? Did you move to Hong Kong after Street Fighter 5 came out, or before?
No, before. It was like it
was out there beating people with a boot,
man. We faced in tournament, Kim.
I don't.
In 4.
Dude, I don't remember.
Manila.
Oh,
eliminate
Manila,
each
Manila. Okay, right. Yeah, sorry. Dude, Street Fighter 4 is 8
Uh,
years, man. I don't remember every single fucking match I played. I remember
yeah.
I lost to the Chinese Elena guy who like started looking at me and taunting and pressing buttons. That's my only memory of the
Really?
Philippines. Yeah, that one guy. The guy he used his claw, but he played Elena against me.
Oh yeah, the guy with the red hair, right? The
Yeah,
West friend.
that's the only thing I
Yeah,
remember. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember
yeah,
anyone
Sky
that I
of
beat.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
God of Sky it was called.
There we go. There we go. That guy speaks
Okay.
Japanese apparently. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I moved like right after Evo actually. Like after Evo when Luffy won actually.
Okay.
Like I can leave now. My French heart is. I am
Yeah.
satisfied.
Exactly.
How do you still have the time to like keep your game up to scratch with so much responsibility at work? Because I can imagine it's not an easy job that you do.
Yeah, it's not that easy, but it's not the hardest job you can find in Hong Kong. Like
Okay.
people in Hong Kong work much harder than I do. I obviously work much more than a French like average man, I think. But compared to Hong Kong, people work much less. But so I still have time to play though. But yeah, I still have time to play. Like by night, I can play online, or I just go to Human Bones place. So
Is the
Who else
community
do you
there?
play
Like,
with in Hong Kong?
yeah. So, I was gonna go
Sorry?
there. Who do you play with
Who
over
else do
there?
you play
How's
with
the
in Hong
community?
Kong?
Hong Kong community is quite like poor in a way, because many people kind of dropped like since 5 came out. Like we used to play a lot in arcade before, so when Ultra came out, we were already playing a lot less because Ultra wasn't in arcades in Hong Kong.
Right.
And then when 5 came out, there was a huge like revival of so many people. Like I thought we're dead in a way. And they just came back and everyone was so hyped playing it. And then I think a few weeks before or after Evo, I think, or after Evo, like no one like was like playing again anymore. So now I think there's like a basis, there's a base of like 5 like regular players, and maybe 10 or 15 more like more casual players, like people who play like not that seriously. And
I think that kind of story is pretty amazing, considering that's what Human Bomb had to beat Infiltration at Capcom Cup. You know, like he I mean, I don't know if he thinks that way. Of course, it's always online, but he's like,
And he had Chun-Li versus Nash as well. That kind of helped.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
has
still,
a-
you're still beating Infiltration. You know, I mean, it's not much else.
Yeah, but Human Bomb always had like that kind of problematic for forever. Everyone has always been saying like Human Bomb could be better if he had a better environment. So I don't think the same. The thing I also think he's pretty lazy, to be honest. Like he's the kind of guy who doesn't work hard, but he's like his understanding is like on top. I think his understanding and adaptation is really good, but he doesn't work hard. So I think if he worked hard, he could be much better.
What is it that he's not working hard at? Because I know he's streaming for
Walmart,
yeah, but he doesn't stream on Twitch or anything, so I don't see him often. But before, in season 1 at least, he was streaming pretty much every day. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but
what is working hard if it's not playing every day?
Oh, working hard is like, I don't know, go in training mode, whatever. He always asks everyone around him, like, please, can you test that for me? Or how can I push this? That kind of research. Like, if you ask Xian, like, Xian can answer anything. You can ask him anything, he will know. If you ask Johnny, he won't know, for sure.
I see.
But, yeah.
That reminds me of the CPT online experience that you might recall, where he's like, I created a tutorial on how to enter and everything, and he's like asking about it. I'm like, dude, I made this video in your goddamn language, man. Just watch it.
Yeah, that's true. But I think
who else is? Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying like Kim was saying that story is interesting, but I think that's the same in Asia. Like Singapore considers like Xian considers himself as like the main top player here, and maybe there's Gag or Leslie that are like almost his level, or like a bit. They're not as strong as he is, but like the rest is like much. Like Xian is much stronger than everyone. Korea is the same, I think, with like Infiltration much better than everyone, and maybe Punko like just behind him. But Hong Kong is the same. I think everywhere in Asia is pretty much the same, besides Japan. Like there's always a top player. There's always a top player that's pretty much on his own, and then the rest basically.
I think Japan.
Who else do you think is good to look for in Hong Kong? Like, who else is like coming through that you think could maybe, with hard work, level up to be, you know, competitive on a world level, the same as yourself and Human Bomb? Is there anyone, any talent?
Yeah,
the Nash player. What's his name?
The what?
The Nash
Chris
player.
Wong. It's Chris Wong.
Yeah, Chris Wong is good. That guy's good.
Chris Wong, yeah. Chris Wong, yeah. That's his CFN actually. Chris Wong is good.
Yeah,
but yeah, Chris Wong definitely is like the I don't know. Arguably, he's the second best player in Hong Kong, but he's definitely the most hard worker here. Like, he plays a lot online. He does a lot of research, and he barely started like Street Fighter basically with 5. So that's impressive. He got to this level.
Isn't 5 his first Street Fighter?
I heard he used to play 4, but like I never met him before.
I see.
But he didn't play like seriously. He was playing more League before. Like League.
Despite the language barrier, he's a pretty nice dude. He helped me a lot in that matchup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is in the beginning of Street Fighter 5, like season 1. But he was because I ran into him a bunch, and then I contacted him on Twitter. He doesn't have a lot of people on Twitter like following him.
Yeah. He doesn't go much onto Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. And he likes writing Chinese more than English. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's definitely good. I think that the CPT Online tournament that he entered, he beat Tokido, and he beat like
he finished second. Right? Yeah, he finished second.
Yeah.
He beat everyone besides the movie, basically. He lost the movie.
We should find some more opportunities for that guy. You should.
Yeah. We do travel a lot actually. We do travel together. Like, we went to Thailand together. We went. I don't remember. I think he went Taiwan. He entered quite a lot of tournaments actually in Asia. And he entered a lot of tournaments during TPT Asia, so he really wanted to get to make that count. But I don't know if he's going to play much in season 2. Like, he's trying to find a new character because he's really definitely not happy with Nash.
Right. And Yukadon still uses Nash. That's the only Nash I really know.
Nash got fucked, man. I don't know why they did that to him.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Why you do
it's like they really nerfed all the top 8 characters at Evo, like, a lot. So I'm kind of interested to know when they started doing this balance, and you know what kind of information they're going off of, because they buffed a lot of the DLC characters without them having really much experimentation with them at all.
Especially Guy, I think.
Is it Nash? Weren't people like complaining about Nash a bunch though? I think that's mainly where.
Yeah, during the first.
Yeah, but towards the end of the season, Nash was kind of like, you know, whatever. He wasn't really, you know, once people got used to how Nash was playing, you know, he wasn't anywhere near as much of a threat as he was at the start of the season, you know, or midway through. You know, you look at how Infiltration pretty much switched up his characters for most of the tournaments towards the end of the year. No one else is really getting like regular results with Nash. Everyone kind of learned to deal with him. You know, they mitigated the effectiveness of him, understanding what his options were. And if you look at the characters that they really severely nerfed, it was like Nash, Mika, Chun, and I guess Ken.
Ryu
like
also?
That's basically the top characters at sort of Evo time. Ryu got fucking Ryu got slapped up. I don't know why they did that to him as well, but yeah.
I think, in all honesty, I think Ryu's the same.
He's definitely
other than Uppercut, because I still see a lot of good Ryus in Japan, at least online. They're just dashing in like crazy. It's just their movement. If they didn't have good movement before, then they couldn't use it anyway. Movement is still pretty good with him,
yeah. 16 frame dash. It's good. It's very good. But yeah, I was interested to know when Capcom started doing the balances, what they're basing it on, you know, who needs buffs and nerfs and what have you. And yeah, it's kind of interesting to see, given that pretty much all of the DLC characters, apart from Alex, who got kind of shafted.
Yeah. Alex was nerfed, right? From what I heard.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
It's not like he was dominating or anything either. And you kind of see that. You kind of see that. Well, Kenny Omega's happy, but not because of Alex. I would say that, like, Yeah, all the other grapplers kind of got more scary, but Alex didn't. Alex got less so, which is weird. I don't know.
You think Birdie got more scary? I don't think so. I think Birdie
Yes. Do you know how good standing hard kick into medium punch is? Jesus Christ! And he's the EX ball. Is it ball head?
It's safe. Yeah, it's safe now.
In V trigger -2. Are you mad? Listen, Birdie is so frustrating. In 2 out of 3, Birdie is so frustrating.
Yeah, I guess. But like, he's not more solid, right? He's just like he got stupid like get-ins, right?
Yeah, he can get in pretty easily, and like, I don't think he has to take a huge amount of risks. Like, he doesn't have to take big risks, and he's got good buttons in neutral as well.
Yeah, but they got nerfed a bit in this version, right? The standing medium kick got nerfed quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, standing medium kick was always a risk because you could jump in on it. But
it's slower now. It's slower.
Standing medium kick is really oppressive. Like, it forces you to jump, and of course his anti-air is not as good as it used to be. But any button that forces you to jump is a good button. It's impossible to whiff punish standing medium kick. You can't whiff punish standing.
Yeah, you have to buffer something or.
It's safe. It's safe on block. It's a really good button.
Yeah.
After seeing Crusher play Birdie, I kind of changed my opinion from Birdie as a boring character to he looks kind of fun.
No, mine is easy. When I saw Zizi playing, I was like, he's godlike.
Yeah. We've all been playing Problem X, who's basically switched from Alex to Birdie, and he's really effective. Birdie's very effective.
He switched because Birdie became better, right?
He switched because Alex became worse.
That makes sense too.
So that's why. But yeah, I mean, that's the fun of seasonal meta changes and stuff. It's the magic roundabout. Characters go up, characters go down. More characters will join us. I'm kind of interested to see if it's actually 5 new characters. That's going to be pretty cool as well. Like, because the character archetypes they've introduced, they've all been kind of cool. You know, like the new characters to this game, Nakali and Laura and Rashid, and who's the other one? Fang. Yeah,
Fang.
Like they're all interesting character styles. Like, they might not have executed them great with like Fang. Not done a great job with actually making him good. He got. How can you nerf Fang? That's fucked.
Doesn't he have some? I mean, maybe we can end the podcast with this part, but well, first off, didn't Fang get something? Even though his lights are slow, didn't he get a conversion combo though into stand hard punch?
Yeah, he did, but like you need to be very specific.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because depending on the distance, like you can do like light punch, then you second light punch, but the second light punch we did midi, and then it's going to be +8 instead of +7, and then you can convert it to heavy punch. But it's really hard to do that.
Okay, well, Fang players are complaining about damage, right? And if I recall, that specific setup is not difficult at all, right? Because of the frame data.
I don't know. I played Tien. He never managed to land it on me.
I played that. What's that? Like White Bread? You know the guy from Korea?
I don't know him, but like I think I lost to him. I think as EM. Yeah.
Yeah, at the CPT online, he got really far too, but he lands that combo like all the time. I don't know. I think he's really good. I mean, I don't have any other things to base off.
Some people are really good in execution and text, like lab work. Yeah. So they're really good. So I'm not surprised if he could land it.
I don't know, man. Like, having a combo that you have to land meaty only for it to combo is kind of like.
Yeah, but if it's like an easy situation that comes up often, then it's not a big deal then. Okay.
I don't know. I think they did a bad job balancing Fang, personally. He's still.
Yeah, when I was asking Xian about it, he was always saying there's no logic about like how they change him.
That's I'm interested to see what new characters they bring in, because I think in the last 2 games, the new characters they've made have all been really interesting, like variations on themes of characters. So, you know, Rufus was a really interesting dive kick character. I think Abel was a really cool grappler thing. You know.
Abel was nice.
Yeah,
Abel was nice. I like his character design.
Yeah, so, you know, I think they've been doing Viper, of course, was crazy. So yeah, I think they've been doing really well with new characters, and I'm interested to see what new characters they add. I think it would have been probably better maybe for a wider audience to maybe introduce some of the characters that are more recognizable, like your Sagats maybe. But yeah, I'm actually interested to see what new characters they throw out, and how good they are.
What characters do you want, Kevin?
Sorry?
What characters do you want in the next season?
To be honest, I don't really know. To be honest, like I don't know what to expect besides the Jill's like secretary, like Elena, I think.
What? Sorry, say that again. What happened? Elena's secretary?
I think her Gil's like the third strike boss. He's his secretary, he's a secretary. Elena, I think, was it like the Russian girl?
Elena.
No, the girl. I think that's pretty much confirmed that she's going to be here.
Crazy.
That girl that's in the story mode that wakes up Nash and then, yeah.
Oh, the blonde girl.
Yeah, the blondie. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's going to be in, but like I don't even know what to expect from it. So.
I don't know. I'm just curious when it starts. When did the new characters start rolling in?
To be honest, I'm more curious about like if they're going to patch the game before CPT, or if they're thinking of improving like new system, new V skill, new CA. I don't know. I'm just curious about like if they're planning anything besides patch notes, basically.
I mean, they didn't make the commitment of for this whole year we're gonna make balance changes at the very end or something. So it could very well happen in a couple months.
Yeah.
Soon I'll be having 5-frame normals and everything. It'll be awesome. I'll be Fang basically. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Saunic. I really appreciate it. What's the next tournament you're going to be going to? Have you got anything planned yet? Or
no, so far I have just planned holidays. That's it.
Yeah,
like no tournaments.
Real life, normal people stuff. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any like things happening. Like I know in Asia, there's a lot of tournaments in Philippines and Taiwan that are not very that are not very covered. But there's a lot in China also. But
China
that's
seems
pretty
to be
much
having more now, huh?
Yeah, they have a lot of money also. So
Yeah,
that's why it's more and more. But besides those countries, I don't think it's very happening here in Asia. So no plan so far. I'm just waiting for CPT announcements.
Okay. Well, shit. I hope I get to see your Laura in top 8 again, because I remember your performance in Thailand. I mean, I stayed up just to watch that. It's beautiful. And then you got canned. Sorry.
Yeah, I got canned. Yeah, my first experience against Ken.
Really? First time?
Yeah, that was the first month of the game. So yeah.
Were you like close to getting into Capcom Cup? Because Johnny had like 80 points or something, right?
Yeah. If Johnny didn't
like
go, I was next. Yeah, if Johnny wasn't going, I was next, basically.
Oh my god.
No, but like also there was some kind of dream situations where I could still get qualified, but Sako ended everything because he won Malaysia. If he didn't go Malaysia, I still had a chance.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, it's okay though. I didn't play much that year. I think this year. I'm probably going to play a bit more for next tournaments because it's going to be tougher, definitely. So, because at least I had like the chance of playing Laura, a character that not many people know, and she does a lot of damage like out of nowhere.
And now they're gonna know.
Yeah, they're going to know. I think. So,
they always watch this podcast. You know, this is terrible. We should have mentioned anything. I'll upload this episode in 2 months.
It's all Javits' fault.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll probably work more if I want to compete more, but like so far, nothing planned. Yeah, no comments planned.
All right. Well,
man. All right. Thanks very much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Where can people follow you on social media and all that crap?
Yeah,
use it.
Yeah, on Twitter, Instagram, I think, Facebook. Just facebook.com/Saunic. So
okay.
And Twitch also when I happen to stream, just Saunic also on Twitch.
Saunic across the board.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere, but like I'm not active. Like where I'm most active is Twitter, definitely.
Yeah.
Put some more Laura videos.
All right, man.
Yeah, I think I will actually.
Cool. All right, thanks for joining. And
thanks.
Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you're listening on SoundCloud, then you can actually watch all the videos on YouTube. Just look for The Jump-In, and follow us on Twitter @The Jump-In. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back with more content real soon.